Be self-loving. It enables you to love others. Welcome viewers and audience here present to this program, Vivid View with Ehilise. God be praised. Vivid View, say and do it. United we stand and divided we fall is one of the old sayings that is still very, very relevant in our world today. Therefore, the topic for discussion is cultural unity, a boost to national development. Please stay with us as we run out for break, and on return, the guest will be introduced. Vivid View, say and do it. Welcome back. Cultural unity, a boost to national development, is the topic for discussion today, in case you are just joining us. And with me in the studio is an old face. He is a human resource consultant. Let's make welcome Dr. Kenneth Aginwa.
Vivid View,
say and do it. Please, before discussion proper, follow us on our social media handles are displayed on the screen. Dr. Aginwa, you're welcome again.
Yeah, welcome.
Please, your general perspective to this topic under review. That is cultural unity, a boost to national development.
Yeah, actually, thank you for this question. I want to appreciate you for having a time like this and having this kind of topic in a time like this in the society in Nigeria where we are in at a time like this. So, national cultural unity as an instrument for national development, a boost for national development. First of all, we actually need to understand what is actually culture. Life, I want to say there are several definitions of that subject, culture, in the dictionary. It has a lot of definitions on it, but I want to come to just a simple layman's view of what culture is all about. I think, in my own view, I want to define culture as life. Culture is life, and life is cultural. And why do I say this? Because every man is a free moral agent, and from time of immemorial, from the time of Adam and Eve, there has been a way of one way or the other that they desire to do or to live their life. And of course, culture in sense is the way and manner at which an individual or a society or a people do their things and what they believe about and how they do what they do. So that is culture. And being that as it may, that is to say that culture is life. Is life, and then the essence of life is also living. In any way that you must live, there are patterns, there are systems, there are ways at which you have to do that living. And I understand that probably taking Nigeria as a case study, we have about 250 ethnic society or people, or coming together to be a nation, Nigeria. And in that 250 kind of ethnic group that is there, there are several kind of cultural beliefs and cultural behaviors, cultural activities, cultural views, cut across all the nook and cranny of the nation. That is actually what culture is. And then this culture has a way of blending us together, making us to live as a people. That expands our horizon as a nation.
All right, thank you so much. Now, having listened to your definition, there has been for some time now, there has been a report of ethnic crisis in some parts of the country. What do you think is fueling such spree?
Yeah, actually, the issues that has happened that made a lot of open doors for crisis in ethnic issues in Nigeria. I think one of the things I might say is that one is corruption. Corruption has set in so deep into the society and the fabrics of the nation. So it genders a kind of problem that emanates. So again, we also talk about issue of politics. And then politics has a way brought in some issues within which the ethnic people are beginning to divide themselves due to opinions, ideas, and ideologies and methodologies of things, because politics is trying to divide and rule the people. Then we also look at things like religion also. Most of our religious leaders has actually, it kind of indoctrinated us to beginning to see ourselves as, if you're a Muslim, you are not actually my brother. Yes, you are not a brother to a Christian. If you're a Christian, you are not a brother to a Muslim. And a lot of those activities, it genders kind of all these kind of stripes. Also, but there's more importantly at this time, there are other aspects at which I look at. For instance, the area that concerns the herdsmen, probably, let's say, the problem between the farmers and the cattle rearers. These are ethnic people. These people that are farmers, they work and they leverage on issues of agriculture, and there are ethics that are inclined to this particular angle of work. And the other group also, maybe the cattle rearers, which belong to another ethnic cities or places, and then when they are not blending their love, when there's no peace, there's no love in between, then the farmers will say that you are spoiling our products, and this one will say you are not allowing our cattle to pass through your area. So these things are creating problems, some ethnic backgrounds and all of that. So a lot of, it's a holistic thing, a whole lot of, issues has emanated, the reason for which we have a lot of ethnic problems.
And some of these issues John mentioned can easily be solved by just mere understanding.
Yes.
Believing that we are one.
Yes.
It's not actually proper for the cattle rearers to allow their cows to go enter into farm and destroy the farm products.
Yes.
In terms of grazing, they should take their animals to forest to graze on grass, not on things that have only been planted by farmers. It's wrong.
Yes,
and this thing can easily be understood, because not all the area that farmers plant their crops. There are areas that are left for grazing. That those cows can get grass to graze on and all those stuff. So that's why I'm saying that even this we just mentioned, we can still resolve it. If we actually understand that we ought to be one.
Yes, it is resolved.
Is this ethnic diversity that's where we're having problems? This one saying, maybe I'm more important than this or this and all those. So that's where we are now, even presently.
There has been a lot of, conspiracies.
Yeah.
Someone would think about everything in Nigeria. You look at, you are Igbo, Hausa, Yoruba.
Yeah, exactly.
So conspiracies, and then issues like
it ought not to be.
Uncertainties. You are not having trust to the other person, you're not having faith in the other one, and all of that. So these are the things that genders all these situations that aggravates crisis in the nation.
We are saying from this platform that it's not ought to be. And we believe that maybe after the discussion, people who are hearing us will look at it holistically and say, of a truth, what are we really struggling for? Let everybody come to that understanding. What are we really struggling for? Sometimes you think that the cattle rearers believe and trust their cows more than humans. They value the cows they rear more than humans who is going to consume the same cow. So what are we really struggling for? It should be a world of live and let's live. Rear your cattle in where there are grasses to graze them, and farmers allow them also to grow their farm, so that we can also be together. And those are just part of it.
Yes,
what we are discussing now, because you mentioned it, and I feel there's need for me to also highlight on that. We'll take a break now. Vivid View, say and day. Welcome back. Still discussing cultural unity, a boost to national development. It is a boost to national development if we really understand what it means, if we can come together, really, like I introduced in my opening. That takes me to the next question. How do we build and restore a robust cultural unity that promotes national interest? How are we going to do that? That's the essence of this study.
Yeah, I think it's a very important question, because we have actually left so many things, undone. So most important things that the nation have to leverage upon. And I think if I want to suggest, I want to think first about the youth. Let somebody say youth, and youth.
Yes.
Because these are the people that is the leaders of tomorrow. This is the hope of the nation. Youths are the leaders of tomorrow. They are the hope of the nation. And then if you do not carry them along, if the youths are not involved, if the youths are not interested, if we create an atmosphere where the youth of the environment or the nation or the state of any environment or any particular place, if the youths are not well informed, well educated, well taken, Let them be all encompassing in what we do in the nation, because you know that culture has to do with a way of life. And when we were children, for instance, there are certain things our parents will tell you, don't do this way. There are certain things they will ask you to do it this way. And then maybe there are some other cultural issues that we observe, something like maybe as if you see an elderly person, you need to kneel down and all of that. So, but all of these things are departing.